What's good, people? It's your boy Clan, the Spurs fan, here with a brand new video. If you could give me a like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. I wanted to get on here really fast while I'm driving once again. I wanted to talk about something because my last video I talked about Damari Carroll, and I gave you some of the quotes that he said in regard to his tenure with San Antonio not working out thus far, and how he wants to play, and how sounds like kind of like it was kind of misled or whatever, or he felt like he was misled. And I know quite a few people end up hitting me up, and they were like, "Yo, Clan, man, rings don't matter." Because I don't want to say I took the side of Pop on it, but I did say, hey, I would much rather Damari Carroll take a different approach. I mean, that's what I want to see. But I mean, things happen. I mean, we lose players, you get players. Some guys want to stay here, some guys are with it, some guys aren't. Steven Jackson, we won a championship with him, and he wasn't even happy with his playing time. And I don't know if any of us would ever say that he was better than Manu, in which that's what he felt like he was. But that's besides the point. But I just wanted to say this when it comes to, the whole thing. Do rings matter? Why I pick more so on the side of Pop on this, and why I'm not too crazy about what's going on with Damari Carroll. I'll say this. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that the San Antonio Spurs were losing like we are, obviously. And let's say that Damari Carroll was balling out, right? So let's say that Damari Carroll, ever since he got here, he's been balling out. And he's been killing it. He's been playing, the best basketball on the team. He's been, getting the numbers we need. He's been consistent on a nightly basis. Let's just say that that was going on. Then I would definitely say, yo, what the hell? How are we not keeping this guy happy? And of course he should play. But I guess I'm just not fully on the other side of the fence when it comes to this, because I think a lot of people are upset more so with the losing. I think that it's a lot of people saying, you know what, I want this guy to play. I want to try this. But it's a lot of people also saying, yes, trade this guy. Yes, trade this guy. Yes, trade all these players. And I'm not necessarily the one to just do that. I'm more so looking at the picture, looking at what happened this season, and I'm not going to have revisionist history on what's going on this season. Now, when it comes to Damari Carroll, do I think that his talents as far as his defense can help us? Yeah, but I don't think that playing him more would have necessarily equaled more wins when most of the team has not been consistent. And that goes with Damari Carroll as well, because earlier in the season, Damari Carroll was not playing well at all. He was given opportunities. He was given opportunities earlier in the season. In the preseason, he was given opportunities. And then at the beginning of the season, he was given opportunities. And he did not play that well. It was a lot of forced shots. It was a lot of turnovers. And most of the Spurs fans were the ones, I was the one being optimistic about it. And a lot of Spurs fans were saying, yo, this dude can't play. Yo, he's trash. And I'm like, no, Damari Carroll can play. But at the beginning of the season, he was not playing well. And I know that some people mentioned, yo, maybe he just need to get into a rhythm, which I probably agree with that. I mean, he probably is more of a rhythm player. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he wasn't lighting things up for us this season when he did get playing time. Now, with all that being said, now, when I say rings do matter, I say it like this. Pop and the organization has won with multitude of guys, like a multitude of them. There's been so many guys that's went through the Spurs program that's gotten better, that careers were revamped because of the San Antonio Spurs. So I'm just not quick to just throw all that away, or throw away my thoughts on the organization based on one season. That's just not me. I've seen this team be great for many, many years. And me personally, at my age, I personally never witnessed us not make the playoffs. So I know that this team or this organization knows what they're doing. Now, are they capable of making mistakes? Yeah. Did they make mistakes this season? I believe so. But I'm also not going to just fully take the side of the the players necessarily when the organization has been the one that's been the cornerstone, the pillar that kept this whole thing afloat for so long. So just for me, I'm not going to be the type of person that just bash the organization. But I will get on here and say stuff when I see BS. Like for instance, I was just on here during a live during the last game and I was like, "Yo, what's up with these rotations?" I'm not crazy about the rotations, but I'm also not going to get onto the level. I'm not going to get onto the level. Sorry, I got a message. I'm trying to see who that is. Okay. But I'm not going to get on the on the level of saying, fire pop. We should be doing this. We should be doing that. It's not necessarily the case, man. It's a lot more to it. I think happened with Damari Carroll. All right, let's just be honest. I think what happened was, I think that his agent and the San Antonio Spurs organization probably promised him one thing and gave him a picture of how things were going to be to begin with. And then once the season went on and he met, with Pop, and Popovich has, been experimenting with these lineups a little bit more, and having people ahead of him, I think that's when he got upset because he's like, yo, I was promised one thing and was given something different, which a team will promise you anything to get you on there. Now, honestly, I wasn't, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't have the utmost confidence that Damari Carroll would even get a lot of playing time this season. I was hoping for it, but like I said before the season even started, I said, I hope we don't Dante Cunningham. And when we were trying to go for Marcus Morris, I think it kind of showed that we already didn't have a whole bunch of faith in giving Damari Carroll a whole bunch of minutes. So I don't know. Like I said, should he have gotten playing time? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and just get completely upset at the organization over it because they've done this for years. The only difference between now and when they were doing it, a couple years back, is that we had superstar talent. So when we would do it, in a lot of ways, it would help the team because he would put in the right lineups to benefit this guy or these guys. Right now, we don't have that. So the only difference we're seeing right now with our San Antonio Spurs than when we were winning is Duncan, Manu, Tony Parker. Even when Duncan retired, we still was on top of our game. We still were killing. We still had Manu. So right now we just need that guy to be that competitive, nasty player. And I just don't. This team has so many issues with the guys. I do not see Damari Carroll getting minutes and all of a sudden we're a playoff team. I just don't see it. I think it's going to take more. Now, do I want him to play? Yeah. Is he going to play? Probably not now. But I want him to play. But I don't think that one player, Damari Carroll, that we can look at Damari Carroll and say, okay, this is going to fix our season. No, we will still lose. I think with Damari Carroll, the one thing about Damari Carroll that would help is, like I said, we're going through an identity crisis, and we need that identity. But at the same time, I'm not going to jump on that whole, Damari Carroll needs to play and then we will win. No, probably not. Probably not. If Lonnie's getting pretty decent minutes now, we all said that Lonnie need to get more minutes. He's been getting decent minutes. Still not really equating to a win. DJ looks a little more comfortable now. It's just rough, man. It's rough because right now we're stuck between a place where we have some stars that's not quite superstar talent, not almost all-star level. I mean, DeMar DeRozan's all-star level, but I'm talking about LA, almost there. And then, everyone underneath are like young guys learning, or you got Patty Mills, who's more so of a role player, a spark plug, So it's a tough situation that we're in. But I say all that to say this. I think that rings do matter. So I never wanna get on here and dismiss the fact that our coach and our organization won us many rings that wasn't that long ago. Now, if I was sitting here saying, yeah, we won 5 rings in the 90s, then everyone can just pimp slap the hell out of me if I said something like that. But that's not the case. I don't do that with my Cowboys. My Cowboys won in the 90s and everything. I don't sit here and say, we got rings. No. I criticize the crap out of my Cowboys. But when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs, this is recent. This isn't that long ago. The only people that have been in that represented the West since we won a championship was the Golden State Warriors. So let's not dismiss this. Let's not dismiss it and say that this was just so long ago, or we're just trash. Pop lost it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's been adjusting in many decades to the NBA. He's won a championship in 3 different decades, guys. He knows what to do. Now, does he make mistakes? Yeah, he's going to make mistakes. And you're going to make even more mistakes when you don't have those superstar talent out there. And you're trying to be the same coach you were before, and it's just not working because you don't have that competitive spirit that you used to being out there. It used to be a time where you could put anybody out there. When I don't know what happened with people where they're saying that Pop don't have it anymore, when it was a time where most people said Pop could go to the playoffs with anybody. Now we're acting like that's just gone out the window. No, we just need more competitiveness. We need to play harder. We need to man up. But yeah, this whole thing with, rings don't matter. That was no, they do matter. They do matter. And I'm not going to dismiss it and act like it means nothing. Rings matter. When you go out there and you win. Now, if he won one, it's like, okay, in 1999, right? Just say he just won one in 99. Then I'll be sitting back like, that was a short season. You had Duncan and Robinson. Maybe you got a little lucky. The Bulls just broke up and everything. Man, maybe you got a little lucky. No. You won. You won in 99, 03, 05, 07, and 14. That's a big deal. That's 3 different brands of basketball right there. That's a lot of different basketball. NBA has made so many changes since the 90s, and we were still winning throughout those years. So I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to dismiss it. I'm not going to say, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's trash. No. He still got it. The only problem is the players right now. The players and some of these rotation things, yeah, I agree with you. I'm not crazy about it. But when you lose Messina, which is a really good coach, we didn't give him enough credit. Really good coach. You miss Lee, or you don't have Udoka, really good coach. And then you have to teach not only the players that are coming in, and you have to implement DJ back into the lineup. You have to implement some new players like Trey Lyles. You also got to teach Tim Duncan how to be a coach. You know what I'm saying? Their relationship is on a friendship type relationship, and I see it personally, even watching television, that it's forming more into a professional coach-to-coach colleague type relationship on the court. So you're even trying to do that. Becky Hammond got an upgrade, so she's learning in her new position. So I'm not going to sit here and just say that our coaching staff is just trash, and because honestly, guys, let's say that we did, or the Spurs did everything that you want them to do, as far as not the trades, but just say as far as playing who you want them to play. With as many issues that this team has had, do you really think that it would have equaled us being, I don't know, 7th, 6th, 5th seed at this point? Probably not. A lot of things that we've been seeing where we slip up in the 4th quarter, that's just mentality, man. That's just mentality. And to say that the young guys will keep the league, I don't think that's fair. I don't know. So I don't know. But I will say all that to say this once again. I think rings matter. I'm not the one that's going to get here and start saying that, that doesn't matter. We're trash now. We need to do this. We need to do that. No, because there's plenty of times in the history of the Spurs in which I saw them make decisions that I didn't necessarily agree with. I didn't necessarily agree with certain stuff that they did, but they made that decision, and we prospered from it. I didn't agree with trading George Hill when we did. I didn't necessarily agree with getting rid of RJ. I felt like he was the only, small forward we had. But they made certain decisions that we found questionable, but at the end of the day, it worked out. So I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm just not gonna be that guy. Now, I think that this team has some promise. I think that we can get this thing back on track. I think we got enough talent. We just need the right mentality. It's a shame what happened with the DeMar Carroll thing. It looks like I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Um, I was just saying it's a shame what happened with the DeMar Carroll thing. It looks like it might potentially end up being a buyout eventually. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just not that guy. So I understand where people come from. I understand the frustration. I understand all of it, but I think it all just stems from losing. I think that as Spurs fans, we're not used to losing. We never lose, pretty much. I mean, last season was inconsistent, but for the most part, we don't lose. We're accustomed to always giving a fight. Even if we do lose, we're fighting to the end. And this is the first time we haven't done it. And when I see things like that, when I see things that have changed, I look on the roster and I look at the coaching and I say, okay, what has changed from when we were fighting in the fourth to now? And the only thing that has changed is the players. That's it. And a lot of people are saying, well, we should just tank and try to get a first round pick or yeah, a first overall pick. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that, especially in the newer NBA. You can tank and it could still be another team that has more wins that has just as good a chance to get the first overall draft pick as you. No one expected the Memphis Grizzlies to get the second overall draft pick. Like, no one did. So, it just is what it is. I think, yeah, it just is what it is. I was going to talk about something else, but I'll save that for another video. About tanking, I'll save my thoughts on that for another video. But yeah, it is what it is. I understand everybody's frustration. I understand. But I don't think we ever should get to a point where we start dismissing rings like they don't matter, because it does. When you're a championship winning organization, I think that it's fair enough to say they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's I know that we make mistakes and they're going to make mistakes. They're human, but just to say they lost it and the last team in the West to even be in the finals has been the Warriors, who had a super team, and we lose a player who goes to form another super team. I don't think that that's us losing it. If we still had, hypothetically speaking, yes, say Kawhi didn't backstab the Spurs, and yes, say Kawhi did say, yeah, I want to stay in San Antonio, and he didn't want to go back home to LA. All right? And I don't blame the Spurs for that whatsoever, because that Kawhi thing was just going to go down. For this guy to win a championship with us, then go to Toronto, win one there, and then still go to LA, he was just going to go to LA regardless, guys. So that's out of the picture. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we kept him, right? And he did want to stay, and there was no Uncle Dennis. We would still be winning, and no one would be talking about anything. We all would be sitting here saying, oh, we can win a championship. Oh, we got a good shot this year. It's all about the star talent right now. Pop will be able to do whatever rotations he feel like is necessary for the players on the team, and we will still be winning. So right now, I think it's a lot of personnel. And because the personnel is so bad, that's why I've been upset about the rotations, because the personnel is so bad. But then at the same time, it's like, I can't say definitively that if the rotations were the way that I wanted it to be, that we would just start winning. I can't say that definitively. I know some people want to get on here and, everyone has their opinion, but people want to get on here and say, I know what the Spurs should do. We should do this. We should do that. We should do this. And it's like, that may not necessarily be the case. It doesn't necessarily happen like that. You can want one thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to have an outcome like you want it. So, we'll see. We'll see. let's see here. I'm trying to. Let's see. The Spurs found about. If Pop is doing the same thing next year around this time, people will still excuse bad coaching because it's Pop. This year is a product of bad coaching and rotations. I think that's fine, man. I think that's fine. I just see it like this, and maybe I shouldn't see it like this, but this is how I see it when it comes to Pop. He's given us 20 plus years of greatness. He's won 5 championships. Winningest coach in the NBA. I think we all can agree, greatest coach of all time, right? I think we all can agree that he's the greatest coach of all time. If he accomplished all that with us, and he's given us great teams for this long, and great records for this long, and given us so many memories, I will excuse the man for a bad year of coaching. If he's losing all his star talent and he's trying to pick up the pieces and trying to figure out what he should do, if he's making mistakes, he's making mistakes. He's never had to experience something like this before. So I'm gonna give the man, you know, a pass for the most part. Now, I will criticize during the season, but I'm not going to jump on the whole Pop is trash, Pop needs to be fired. I'm not going to jump on that. I mean, just me personally, I had a lot of admiration for what he's done for San Antonio. That's just me. I really do appreciate everything that he's done with San Antonio. And he is, at this point, he is San Antonio. And I look around the NBA, I wouldn't want any other coach in our corner but Pop. I'm sorry. The way that he teach players, the things that he do off the court, the way he goes about business, his professionalism, he's iconic, man. I wouldn't want somebody other than Pop right now. Now, once Pop decides on his own that he wants to go, sure, we can have a conversation about, yeah, Pop may have lost the end of his career, or maybe fine, but I'm just not going to hit the man while we're losing just because we're losing. He makes mistakes, yeah. 2013, he made a mistake. I thought it was ridiculous taking Tim Duncan out at the end of the game. He's done stuff where it's like, oh, that's questionable, but then he's done just as many things that have been great. So I'm not going to sit here and just criticize him to the point of, you know, ruining his reputation or starting to say that he's this or he's that. No, Pop is a GOAT, period. Does he make mistakes? Yeah. Phil Jackson, he got plenty of rings. He made mistakes. Guys make mistakes. And if you told me, I said this in another video, guys, if you told me, young little kid me, right? Young little Clan. If you told little bitty Clan at what, 4 years old, if you told me at 4 years old or, you know, 5 years old, whatever, and you said, listen, kid, you're a Spurs fan, what if I told you they're going to win championships, go to the playoffs every year, put fear in the heart of of the upcoming LeBron every year, and they're going to do that for 20 plus years, and then they're going to have a couple seasons that gonna get kind of rough because, you know, some things gonna happen with the players. Would you take that? Hell yeah, I would have took that. So, you know, we could be much worse off right now. There's so many other franchises in the NBA that are worse off. So let's not, as Spurs fans, let's not sit here and just pile up on our own guys. Yes, appreciate what they've done and know that they're capable of getting this thing back on track. They have the resume to show that they're capable of doing it. So let's just wait before we start bashing people. You know what I mean? And you know, and I know that if somebody came to you years back and said that we would have won 5 championships and been a winningest coach, or had the winningest coach in the NBA for this long, and then we had one bad season, you would have took it. Because there's so many teams that have bad seasons every season or every other season. Or you look at the Cavs, like people were saying, why don't we make moves like the Cavs? Look at the Cavs. They won 1 championship and now they're trash again. You know, so for us to even be in the conversation of trying to make the playoffs with what we got working with what happened with Kawhi, that's remarkable to me. It's remarkable that we went to 7 games in the first round uh, against the Nuggets when we were playing not that well last season. So let's just take a deep breath, relax, step back for a minute, and know that it's gonna be all right, regardless. It's gonna be all right. And I got another video. I'll make another video today because there's something else I do want to talk about, and it's about tanking. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that. And that's why I say rings do matter, because let's just not fully just throw that out the window like it doesn't matter. It does matter. That's a lot of rings. That's a lot. And I know some people in here are really young and you only remember the 14 rings, or the rings, the ring in 2014. That's the only one you remember. I guarantee you that one was impressive as hell. I guarantee you, I promise to you, and I promise to you, all those other rings. Now 99, I don't remember as much. Just a young buck, right? But 03, 05, 07, those were different brands of basketball for the Spurs. Every single time they adjusted something to win those. We were the first team in 2014, really one of the first teams to shoot a lot of threes, to take as many threes as we did. So, let's just, exactly. Somebody just see, that's a good point. Somebody just left a comment. I'm going to leave it on this. I'm going to leave it on this comment. Now, this is really simple right here. He said, rings do matter. DeRozan and LA have no rings. There you go. There you go. There you go. Valid point. Short, sweet. I mean, I could have made a video of 5 seconds. I mean, off of that comment. Another thing that comes to mind when you say that, dude, where LA DeRozan don't have rings. I'll ask you guys this. And I think that all of us gonna have the same answer, right? You need a 3-point shot late in the game. Right now on this roster. You need a shot. You're down by 3. No, you're down. You say we're down by 2, right? We want to just go ahead and win it. We're down by 2. We only have 10 seconds on the clock. Who you gonna give it to? You wanna win this. You wanna just take this one home. Who you gonna give it to on this roster? Look, Patty. Exactly. Patty. Exactly. He said, or Brent. No. The answer was supposed to be Patty. Patty got ring. I almost said rings. Patty got a ring. And it matters. You know that you can trust him. He got a ring. So this stuff matters, man. You need something. How about this? Let's take all the teams in the NBA, all the coaches in the NBA, right? All of them. Let's take Steve Kerr, Doc Rivers, Greg Popovich. Let's take all of them, right? You need, your team doesn't have that much time. Let's say you got some injuries, right? And you're down by 2, you're down by 1. Let's say we're down by 1. And you need a shot. You need a shot to win it. What coach would you rather have in your corner to write something up to try to win that game? If it ain't Pop, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Pop got rings. You can trust him to write something up at the end of the game. He said, or Kerr. Man, Kerr will be all right. Yeah, Kerr besides Pop. Yeah, Kerr will be okay. Yeah, you keep in mind, Kerr had a lot of damn talent. I mean, now he has no talent, and we're not even discussing the Warriors. I mean, Kerr had a lot of talent, guys. I'm not trying to take anything away from Steve Kerr, but dude had a lot of damn talent, like a lot. I mean, a lot. He's also the same coach that allowed the Cleveland Cavaliers to come back 3-1. So just keep that in mind as well. I don't think that would have ever happened under Pop, ever, to come back 3-1. I don't think that ever would have happened to Pop. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Steve Kerr, carried by his talent, stole our style, honestly. Yeah, and yeah, that's, come on. And I mean, he had a team that, I'm not over that. He allowed another team come back 3-1 on him. I mean, that's, come on. Pop couldn't coach these Warriors. I have I feel like he could. He's Pop. And he had D'Lo. I mean, D'Lo's gone now, but and he had D'Lo. He could have made that work. Kerr Doc at this point. Okay, yeah, y'all just tripping. Kerr, no, you want Pop writing up. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. Are you serious? As a player and a coach. Yes, that's true. Steve Kerr does have rings as a player and a coach. He do. I don't want to disrespect Kerr. I'm not disrespecting Kerr, okay? Kerr's, was a great sharpshooter, champion. I'm not disrespecting Kerr. I'm just saying, to be honest, Kerr did have a lot of talent. We haven't seen Kerr in a lot of diversity. Diversity? Is that what I'm trying to say? Adversity. That's what I'm trying to say. We haven't seen him in a lot of adverse situations. He's always had a lot of talent, and this is the one season he don't, and it looks awful. So that's all I'm saying. All right, what's up, man? King Kenneth, let me ask you. All right, ask me one question. Now I'm gonna get off. I've been on here for a good hot minute, but I think it was an important discussion, man. I think it's a good discussion to have. You know what I mean? On our team, besides anyone who has a ring, okay, what's up? Who takes a game-winning shot for 3? Besides anyone that has a ring? Okay, so I can't have Marco. I can't have Patty. There's not many people on our team that even got a ring to begin with. Lonnie. Said, maybe Elliot. No, Lonnie. I think Lonnie. Yeah, I think Lonnie. What you guys think? You think Lonnie? Or D White? D White's a good one. It would definitely be White or Lonnie. I'll probably go with Lonnie. I think Lonnie has it, you know what I mean? And I also think he's a better... I think White and Lonnie got the same competitive spirit to him. I think DJ has the same amount of competitive spirit. He just don't have as good of a three-point shooter or three-point shot. And I think Lonnie Walker can shoot a little better than White. So probably Lonnie. You said Forbes in the playoffs, Lonnie in the regular season. Well, we don't know what Lonnie is in the playoffs yet. You know what I mean? So, but I think Forbes is a decent one too. I trust Forbes. Yeah, but Lonnie. Take last shot that don't have a ring, Lonnie, for me. And y'all know how crazy I am about Derek White. I'm not trying to be biased here. Biased me would have said Derek White, but Lonnie. Yeah, that 30-footer Lonnie hit. I mean, he was hot, but I think Lonnie Walker has it, man. I think he has it. He said whoever's open. That's not an answer, man. You only get one. Because I'm also assuming that maybe yes say we don't write anything up. Yes say we don't have any timeouts. You can't set anything up, and it got to be one-on-one. I'll probably take Lonnie. Lonnie. He said, so if DeMar's open, yeah, it's not. DeMar's irritating because he can shoot threes, but he refused to. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back on here in a little bit. I'm about to. What time is it? Yeah, go ahead and go into work for a little bit, but I'll be back on here not too long. We're gonna talk some more Spurs basketball because I do want to talk about tanking because I do have a strong opinion about that. But yeah, until next time, deuces.